Insight. Before the sun rose, before Rome awoke, one man sat in silence, writing, reflecting, ruling himself before he ruled an empire. That man was Marcus Aurelius. If Stoicism, discipline, and emotional clarity matter to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps this channel spread timeless wisdom to modern minds. Now let's step into the mind of the Philosopher King himself. Part 1. Why study the routine of Marcus Aurelius? What does it mean to live a meaningful day? In a world obsessed with productivity hacks, morning routines, and life optimization, we often overlook the oldest and perhaps most profound guide, the daily practice of a Stoic emperor. Marcus Aurelius was not just the ruler of Rome. He was a man constantly at war, with invading armies, with betrayal from within, and most importantly, with himself. His days were not dictated by Instagram quotes or dopamine-driven checklists. They were sculpted by discipline, philosophy, and a relentless effort to live by virtue. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, he wrote in Meditations, "Tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being." Part 2. Morning Awakening the Mind, 6C. The day of Marcus Aurelius began early. No distractions, no comfort, just clarity. He believed each morning was a reawakening, a moment to return to one's highest self. Before checking on his generals or addressing petitions from senators, Marcus checked in with himself. He began his mornings with reflection. And we know this because Meditations, his private journal, is a record of those moments. What did he write? Reminders that life is short, that today he would meet arrogance, selfishness, and ignorance, that others cannot harm his integrity, only he can, that duty, not comfort, is the calling of the day. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others, he wrote. It is not your task to judge their thoughts. It is your task to master your own. His journaling was his armor. Modern application? Journal each morning, not to impress, but to align. Write not what happened, but who you must become. What virtues must you hold today? Part 3, Midday, Duty and Decision. As emperor, Marcus faced hundreds of decisions daily: justice, diplomacy, economics, war. But his true challenge was not making decisions. It was making virtuous ones. He didn't strive to be perfect. He strove to be principled. He embraced the Stoic practice of intentional action. No wasted energy, no impulsive judgments, no prideful indulgence. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. When faced with pressure, Marcus slowed down. He didn't allow emotion or ego to cloud his reasoning. Modern application? In your work, don't just ask, what should I do? Ask, what is the right thing to do, regardless of outcome? His midday hours weren't just about ruling the empire. They were about ruling himself. Part 4, Afternoon, Adversity as Practice. By the afternoon, fatigue would set in, not just physical, but emotional. The Senate's resistance, betrayal from his own generals, news from the front lines of the plague, it was endless. And yet, Marcus trained himself to see every challenge as fuel. This is amor fati, the love of faith, not just tolerating hardship, but embracing it as the path. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every delay, every insult, every failure became a teacher. Adversity wasn't an interruption, it was the curriculum. Modern application? Stop asking for an easier day. Ask for stronger shoulders. Every obstacle today is shaping your future virtue. Part 5, Late Afternoon, Restraint and Boundaries. Marcus Aurelius didn't attend every gathering. He didn't indulge in endless chatter or celebration. He practiced restraint, not as punishment, but as clarity. He knew that time is fleeting and energy is precious. He avoided gossip, distraction, and vanity. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do. His afternoons were filled with reading, reflection, and rest, not out of luxury, but out of duty to the mind. Modern application? Set boundaries. Say no to what steals your stillness. Preserve energy for what matters. Part 6, Self-Examination and Closure. Before sleep, Marcus performed a Stoic ritual we can all benefit from. Evening reflection. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? Did I live up to my values? He didn't use the night to replay mistakes with self-hate. He used it to study himself as one studies a text. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. No dramatics, no blaming, just quiet, honest accounting. Modern application? End your day not with Netflix, but with notes. 5 minutes of brutal honesty can build a year of integrity. Part 7, A Day Well Lived. So what was the daily routine of Marcus Aurelius? It wasn't about perfect habits or rituals. It was about intentional living. Morning, reconnect with virtue. Midday, make just decisions. Afternoon, embrace difficulty. Evening, reflect and recalibrate. Every part of his day was a mirror, reflecting the soul, exposing weakness, reinforcing strength. That's what made him not just a good emperor, but a great man. Final CTA. Marcus Aurelius left behind more than battles and borders. He left us a template for what it means to live, not just to exist. If this message resonates with you, like, share, and subscribe. Help us bring Stoic wisdom to those who need it most. Because a world in chaos needs more minds like his and like yours.